Good afternoon, Mr. Wilson. Please come in. How are you today? How was your day? That must have been nice. I know you look forward to doing things like that with your daughter and granddaughter. How's your daughter been these days? How is your family making out? Is her husband out of work too? Good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm sure she can use the rest. So tell me, what brings you in today? What happened? I get the sense this has been difficult for you. What I hear you saying is you're afraid that this might happen again. Can we talk a bit about the drinking? What happens when you're drinking? How do you feel when that happens? Yes, the day after you've blacked out and vomit and you don't remember. I noticed that you have cirrhosis. Do you mind if we talk about how a different lifestyle might affect cirrhosis? Are you interested in learning about cirrhosis? What do you know about the benefits of quitting drinking and the effects it has on the liver? Do you mind if we spend a few minutes talking about your drinking habits? What do you know about how your drinking habits affect your liver? What makes you think you need to change? What makes you think it might be time for a change now? What will happen if you don't change? It sounds like you're concerned about your drinking because it's causing you many negative consequences. So where does that leave you? What are some of the good things about your drinking habits? Okay. On the flip side, what are some of the bad things about your drinking? So let me ask you this. On a scale from 1 to 10, where 1 is not at all ready to change and 10 is you're really ready to change, where are you right about now? And where were you about 6 months ago? So it sounds like you went from being not ready to change your drinking habits to being really ready to change. What would it take from you to move higher on the scale? What's different about you quitting this time? A lot of people are concerned about changing their drinking habits. I can't tell you names, but I can tell you there are others. If you like some information on some group therapy or an AA group, I can give you some of that information. If you like, I even have some information I can give you for your family. That might help them. It's called Al-Anon. It's a support group for family members that have loved ones with problems with alcohol, if they're interested. On the other hand, you feel you need to quit drinking for your health and your family. But on the other hand, you know that might mean you can't associate with your friends anymore. Does that sound like something you can do? On a scale from 1 to 10, where 1 is not at all confident and 10 is very confident to change, how confident are you right now that you could change? What would it take for you to move from a 7 to maybe a 9? What do you think you might do to increase your confidence about changing your drinking habits? So, even though you haven't quit, you have managed to cut down on your drinking. How have you been able to do that? How do you feel about that change you made? It seems you've been working hard to quit drinking. This is different than before. How have you been able to do that? How do you feel about the changes you've made? It sounds like you have a lot going on, and these priorities are competing with your efforts to change at this time. It's clear that you're really trying to change your drinking habits. So, despite what happened last week, your coming back today reflects that you're concerned about your changing your drinking. So, we're just about done here and we're out of time. But you told me you weren't taking your medications for your cirrhosis. Help me understand. On one hand, you say you want to live to see your granddaughter grow up and go off to college, and yet you won't take the medications your doctor prescribed for your cirrhosis. How will that help you live to see your granddaughter go off to school? So how about this? For next week, how would you like to do a little research about the medication and find out just how much taking the medications might help you and feel better? And does it take time for it to, say, maybe get into your system? Then you can start feeling better? Let me know. Until then, you have a good week. And if you need me, you have my number, my card. Call me. See you this time next week, Mr. Wilson. See you then. Have a good day.